Hello everybody, welcome back to the pYanodons playthrough. It's fantastic, Mr. Ghost. I'm so excited. I've got substations, folks. I couldn't wait. I went ahead and made them. We're gonna do zinc today, and I have another surprise, and you probably know what it is. Mark II bots. Oh, look at them go. Look how fast they are. Look at that. Now, they're not as fast as I'd like, but hey, it's better than what we had. So if we look at the stats here, they are 20 kilometers faster per hour than the Mark I bots, and they carry 2 additional items. So that means I can reduce the amount of bots I have in the builds I have currently. So that is really nice. I've upgraded everything but mechanical part Mark I. So I'm going to go do that in between cuts here. So let's go down here. Now you may notice down below my hotbar has grown. You know what? I got to be honest. I never knew how to do this. I had to look it up on the Factorio wiki. Finally, I know how. You hit escape. Go into settings. Go into interface. Active quick bars 3. Now there's another one here, shortcut bar rows. Now this is a very odd one. What it's saying is the amount of, I guess the row amount. Now there's no setting for how many of these are there. It's always 12. So you're kind of locked in there. Now the devs, they probably don't want, to cover the whole bottom, but I mainly use Q. But, so I'm going to reset this whole thing. I've got this blueprint book. I'm going to be working on getting more standardized loaders and unloaders now that we're kind of in a new stage of the game, and I'm going to have to start doing this. I might take the train stop off and put that on manually from now on because of the issues I'm having with LTN. All right, now the final yard has been converted. Finally, I tucked it in over here, and there's another thing that I'm going to be doing later, and yard consolidation. So I have a yard here and a yard here. It's very annoying. Now we're going to be doing lead plate soon, probably next episode, I'm thinking. I have a plan now. So this lead is coming out. So then I'm going to put a dual yard here. So this is coming out, this one, and going to be replaced with a vertical one. And I'll move this yard or remove this yard, and it'll become a part of this block here. So I'll have that, it'll be nice and consolidated. And it's nice because the mechanical parts Mark IIs are here. So there's a lot of activity in this area. So it makes sense to have it here. Now over here by the acrolein, I had a problem. Stupid me. I forgot I don't have a dedicated oxygen generating build, so I've got to build one now. Temporarily though, and I don't know. It's kind of, if I put something down that needs oxygen as an input, then I want to have an oxygen build to supply it right and train it in. It's easy to do oxygen, but it's also easy to have focused builds. Like I said, I don't want to do all these internal little builds. This is a real tough one because it doesn't take much to put this down and add a water source and vent the hydrogen. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably just break down and do an oxygen build. Well, what happened? The oxygen ran out in the base, and I ran out of acrolein. That means the filtration shut down, which means I had no coal gas. I had no sulfuric acid. I was like, oh, crap. So I put the oxygen in here. Really, I had to go quick. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to do a whole thing, a whole build, and get the rail and all that. I need to get things up and running because filtration goes, so does the fish and everything else. So, and then you got the arthropod blood that relies on fish too, and the fish food. Well, fish, yeah. So anyway, I put this in. I have a pump here, green wired, and it's set to 10,000. So if a train does come by, then it will. Well, you know what? A train won't come by because I have a 25. Yeah, so it won't consume the oxygen anymore. well, but yeah, because this won't fail. But if it can't keep up with this build, well then, which it can, so I'm not worried about it. Anyway, so yeah, I fixed that. All right, another project that I'm working on here is I'm shutting down the sand casting here and I have 2,000 left in there, unfortunately, but 614 sand in here. So I'm just going to bleed this out completely, and then it's going to get ripped because the sand casting is going to be consolidated now to the two big areas that I have. So I no longer need this, and there's a problem that this is creating, but it's related to the duralumin and all the other stuff that's doing casting. So the other one is the advanced casting here, and I'm shutting this down now. So in fact, it should be, yeah, it's getting there pretty soon. So all these ingredients are running out. The coke, the sand is gone. So I'm shutting this one down. As soon as it purges out, you know, I'll rip it up. Now here's the problem that it's creating, those two builds being in place. I'm getting a buildup of sand. I'm at 44,000 here. And that is because, like I said, the duralumin is pulling copper, molten copper from here, from the new area. So because it's pulling the copper, copper is generating sand, but the sand is not being consumed in the casting because I have a casting build further, closer probably. So the trains are most likely pulling from either one, but my assumption is it's pulling from the one that's north. And that's where the duralumin is over here somewhere, way over, you know, over here, up here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. Here it is, right here. So I'm assuming that the casting is coming from that build over to here. Now, the other issue is small parts that I rebuilt, which is here. So here's the advanced casting. Guess what? The trains are probably pulling from here and going here. So this is iron and aluminium, or oh no, iron and copper. So the advanced casting is not, I'm not consuming the sand down there. I'm consuming it from here. So I shut these off. I got a little thing on there. So I hope that fixes the sand problem, the buildup. All right, folks. And now for the final push. Now I'm glad I saw the other project. I wrote it down on my list. So we have to do the molybdenum build, which is not going to be too bad. And then the aramid fiber is going to aramid fiber is going to get rebuilt. And I built that all together because in the beginning game, what am I going to do, right? So our final area. Now I've got extra space here, so the moly can go here, which is good. And you'll notice that I'm planning now that I've learned from this mess and the casting mess. This is how the format. So yeah, this is gonna get rebuilt, and that's fine because if you see that I got 2 dual blocks, and well, actually 3. I might be able to get this to work better because I can curve the rail down and maybe get 4 in, and then I have 1, 2, 3. I don't know. There's more about that I'll talk about, but I can fit 8, hopefully 8. And by curving the rail up on the top and down on the bottom, I'm able to fit maybe 2 more in. It all depends on the build though. So my copper or my iron and steel builds, and the steel to stainless steel, and the stainless steel to all the molten ones, right? So the stainless steel to the super steel, I'm probably going to rebuild those in this format here, and of course I want to make sure this all jives right before I commit to that. But I've learned a lot from the building process there, and I'm applying the new stuff here because we have 9 more now. Well, yeah, there's glass and antimony oxide, so I think I have 8. Yeah, and there'll be a 9th one up here maybe. So yeah, anyway. So the rail curves up. I'm inverting the last one. Obviously the drop off here has to be inverted to fit it in. Now over here, so another thing before I move on is the expansion for the new technology. We need room for that, so a whole big block is necessary to tack on 2 more technologies, and that's something that's why I had to build this, to get an idea. How big are these things going to be? Where am I at? Now, the wild card for the iron and steel is the, all this crap. I think it's, we're using another one. Yeah, tin. So, obviously, I'm going to rebuild the Reyna builds and try to get those to work with the new stuff here. Well, now, I got this big block here, right? So I could move the Reyna builds down to this big block and then redo all these. I'll blueprint them all and whatever, And I'll get the Reyna here, and I'll do the Reyna dependent builds maybe on this block here, and then move my way up so that I can fit those in there. And then the casting, okay, so here's another thing. All the sand is going from left to right. And then I'm going to do casting here in this block. So the sand casting, right? So I might do, I don't know where it's all going to play out. I'll play around some builds here, but the sand casting, I'll collect all the sand. Oh, well, we're going to crush, stone and gravel into sand. That'll end up over here. We'll do our casting, bring the wax, the creosote, all the stuff that we need. We've got the build for it right here. So I'll just basically copy this baby and pop it in right here. And then we're belting to our casting. So I'm not sure if I'm going to have the casting here and draw down and then do the casting here. So I'll have to play around with some designs for that. And then these two blocks are just there. These are not going to do anything. So this block will be the sand casting creation, getting the sand cast and then doing the actual casting. And then we'll have the trains popping and all that. And then I can redo this rail and make it all pretty and stuff. And I could dip down here and do some casting and then do more here and then do the sand casting here. I might be able to fit it in one block. I don't know. Then I'll adjust this area here. But it would be nice to draw all these down to a central location, the sand, and then it's all nice and tight, looks good, and that'll be the plan for a rebuild on this garbage over here. And then also, too, like I said, expansion. So I'm really looking forward to this. So today we're going to work on zinc. And what I'm going to do is collect the machines. I had to let the base cool down because I want to make sure the trains aren't, doing stupid stuff. So I'm going to collect the zinc machines. I'll get the build up. We'll flow it and call it a day. Alrighty, folks. I almost forgot. We need grease for the zinc and I think there's another one. Oh, diamonds. I was looking. Oh, check this out. Oh, no. All right, I was looking for, look at all this stuff for grease. And so shift and over. Oh, yeah, love it. All right, so here, purified zinc. Okay, there we go. And we already have the tin done because I combined tin and copper together because we have the lubricant kick out. So that's why I decided to do that together. Diamond. We need grease for diamonds, and that's an ingredient for Pi Science 3, which is next. So I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. Let's do this. So there is a two crude diamond kickouts. Diamond water. This is a really confusing one, but now that I've done these high-grade things, hopefully this won't be as bad. So there's another crude diamond, and then we have the copper. Okay, that's what we did. Oh, yeah, and then titanium. So I do need to rebuild titanium because I'm not doing this, the pulp stages. I rebuilt it, and that's why I started losing it with pYanodons. I'm like, oh my god, my brain was melting. So I had to take a break. But now we have this new titanium stuff. And that's part of my list. Here's titanium again, and then we've got all these things that are locked up. So let's go ahead and start this up here. Boom, boom. Got the tin chromium alloy coming in. And then I've got, I'm just doing 8 and 8 right now of the lubrication and the low distillates. And, what kind of annoys me that the low distillates, the only way to get it is through the bitumen. Well, you get crude oil or bitumen, but you get all this other crap that you have to do. Well, I mean, I could do a low distillates build and prioritize the low distillates and store that, and then everything else is secondary and or tertiary, and then you do the venting. But, I don't know how you couldn't. Oh, there's a mod that you can't void. It removes all the voiding. So you have to stockpile until you can balance, which is crazy, man. I mean, I tried to do that in practice, but imagine trying to balance this huge, monstrous, monolith, gargantuan base. Imagine trying to balance that. Oh my God! I value my sleep, and I do eat and sleep still. I value that. All right, what are you doing? Come on. These trains. Okay, cool. I changed the threshold amount. I had it set to 200. So I got to set it to 100 because I have this set to 175, 100. So it wouldn't call a train. I accidentally set this common here. And I'm like, wait a minute. It should have called the train. So there we go. Oh, what's going on now? Oh, low distillates. It's possible that... Okay, there's that. Okay, you're happy. Let me check on that really quick here. Well, it looks like the copper and tin may have taken this. And yeah, this is going to be a problem. I already knew this was going to be a problem. I have to address this. So, yeah. See, that's a pain in the butt. Because, yeah, the low distillates come from this comes from this process here. And that's the bitumen in this case. Let's see. Let me look this up real quick. Now, there's a bio oil one here, and it's an even split. And we get a massive amount of condensates out of that, which is usually the case. Now, the bitumen has a 100. Okay, and then crude oil. Ah, see how much higher everything is? 125, 100, 100. And then the one, let's see, 125. Now, oh, the bitumen kind of cleans it up, I guess, because you're getting less condensates and less high, and then you're getting more low. So the bitumen recipe is the best for the low. Yeah. And then the crude oil one, if you want it the other way. Now, what's the residual mixture? That's 50. Oh, yeah. This is why the Coke is so high out of this. So crude oil gives you less Coke. I like this one because then I could stockpile, because I'm mainly focused on the low. That's what I want. And the high, medium, and condensates, I could just vent. You know, I could tank it up and store, but also vent. And remember, I was talking about, I don't know if I cut the part out, but I want to do a dedicated separate condensates build to process those out because the shale oil is producing quite a bit. But I do like having the condensates there because I'm doing the benzene from that, and indirectly. And now we have the xylenol, so I could do the condensates to that in a separate build though, because the shale oil, with that coming in on top of condensates from other builds, it creates a huge influx. So I end up venting it, and it would probably be better to consol and have a separate build for that, and then we have more than what we need. But at least I'm processing and storing it, So, yeah, this one here, 100 versus 1. Yeah, so 100, 100. Either way. But I don't want to throw away crap. So the amount of high and medium from here. And also the other thing I like is less condensates here. So the bitumen is the way to go, I think, for... Oh, but you know what? This thing right here, the 250, I'd rather have that low. Because now the high distillates, we can get naphtha out of that. Ooh, a naphtha build. Because, yeah, I like that idea. Okay. So the high distillates too, and then we can process this further. And then later on, okay, wow, 650. Holy crap. Oh, we got to add pitch to that. Ooh, that would reduce the amount of Coke I'm getting from pitch. I could take the pitch and combine it with this and get a massive amount. Oh, the weight. Oh, look. This might be a technology, a turd research. Oh, okay, so this is high. Let's see about medium here. Stripped, we have that here. Oh, yeah, the titanium. So, wait, what's in the beginning here? Okay, the canister one. Stripped. And then that's it. Okay, so stripped. Wow. Yeah, we get a lot. Wow. I didn't realize we got a lot light oil from stripped. That's pretty good because that's gasoline right there. Heavy oil is the kerosene and residual oil. Yeah, okay, I do know this. Ooh, that's a lot of gasoline there. Now, cumin is one that I was looking at that for another recipe. Oh, boy. Okay, so I got some ideas now. Okay, so I'll have to let this sit for a bit. Man, I tell you, there's so much cool stuff that comes out of that, the bitumen and crude oil processing. So we'll go over here. I have the materials now, so I'll pipe it and belt it, and we'll get zinc up and running. All right, folks, let's turn this thing on. Ha! Look how long it is. Holy cow. Woo! And let's see. Oh, I got the output rail or the input rails here. I went really far in because we've got. Oh, I planned this out. Lead and silver. I have to do this yet. And there we go. All right. So this is a crazy one. It's just a lot of weird stuff. So we'll go through it. Oh, first let's send our little whale buddy. What are you doing over there, huh? Call him Lost. We'll call him Lost. Lost. There you go. So anyway, I got the whale set up, and he's gonna go get some food. There he goes. And then fill cargo. That's where it is. There we go. Got that set up over by the zinc. And I pulled this belt because I don't want I want to bring all the trains in. Now, this sucker here. Oh, you know what? Let's see. I got the rods here. Well, yeah, I guess I'll just go ahead and do that. Because I got to bring the rods in. And I'm not going to not bring the zinc in. Yep, zinc. So, yeah, now the rods get reduced pretty good. So, according to Helmut here, I got this set to 3,000 a minute. Oh, I had to resolve the limestone, and no big deal, you know. And and it kicks out soil. Oh, get this! It kicks out coal dust, and I'm like, you jerks! But coal dust is used in the advanced casting. So with the silicon, I think. And we need pure sand, coal dust for silicon, and then that's, you know, part of that. I was like, oh, cool, we can consume it within the build. And with all the other crap we're going to have, this little bit of coal dust will go bye-bye. So you'll notice that it's 0.22 iron rods, and the problem I'm having is the iron rods have such a long distance to go. So having it all within the same area here is going to be nice. Oh yeah, these weird pulp stages here. So it kicks out a zinc waste each time we process it with a fluid. We've got a kerosene water, well, this ends the the ore processing. Yeah, brain. And I gotta kickstart the lube a little bit. I think in order to get that going, I have to delete some coke, or maybe I'll just pull some coke out and throw it in the coal or steel, because you know iron and steel will chew it up. So I'll just grab a whole crap ton of it and, you know, shuttle back and forth. So let me go through this here a little bit. Oh, and the other weird one, lead dust. Now you know why the lead is next, because we're going to chain this to our lead build. So that's why you really have to look, what am I doing here, and what's the relationships? And it gets really crazy because, you know, how many ores do we have in this mod? It's nuts. It's fun. So one of the weird ones here is we need lime. I thought that was kind of interesting. And limestone. So lime and limestone. So lime is limestone plus coke, right? And unless you're a Zyhifo. So I thought that was interesting. We're adding lime twice. And that heavy oil just kind of throws me off too. And there's the train. Okay, so we got that stopped there. All right, let's go and carry on here. This is a soil pickup, because we're kicking out soil and there's no use for it. And just so you guys know the power of recycling here. Let's see over here. Yeah. So I have, this is the soil that, I remember I had 76,000 soil. It's all gone. Oh, we got a little bit here, though. This ate it up, the Rainas. So this soil is now working. So I came over here and I side-loaded it here. So it would take precedence over this soil. And this hasn't run much, which is kind of odd. Because what is this? This build, this is, wow, iron? I wonder why the Reina isn't being consumed. I wonder, well, yeah, it's kind of weird how that soil is still here. Unless I got it wrong. No, it's right. It's going here. I'm surprised this soil is here. Unless it's run a couple times and it just kind of fills up. Because this consumes it. And then when it runs, it pops up. I don't know. So all that soil is gone in the trash area. Here it is. I just look for the weird belts. Yeah, see? Right here. Soil. That's the, right here. It's kind of hard to figure out where it is. You have to be kind of careful. Yeah, there it is right there. So I thought that was kind of interesting. 76,000 soil gone. That's not much, you know, all things considered. I'm a little worried. Well, I'm a little interested about that belt. Here's this is the tailings. Yeah, brain not working. Been at this for hours. Okay, now got all the aerofloat, the crystallic acid, kerosene, and creosote is another weird one. Yeah, so we'll get that going there, and then over here. Let's see. Yeah, we need the grease. That's what we need. Oh, and this is set to 4. I want it 3. So we have here the grease, soda ash, and heavy oil. Unfortunately, the heavy oil isn't going to force the low distillates to work. In fact, we need heavy oil for the low distillates. And then we've got this one. Oh, I am really tight right here. Really tight. I could probably bump down. See, the problem is if I go down, that's 2 tiles, and then this goes down as well. And I like to use the back end of these. You know, there's signals in the way, you know, as you can see there. So that's why I've got plenty of room. I might be able to move. I had an idea. Yeah, I was gonna bump this down, this rail here, and get closer to the zinc, so I have more room and for these 2 builds here. So, you know, kind of push it down. Now, I don't have to... I can build the whole thing, the lead, and then I can position it, you know, because I can move the rail. I can do little angle spots, or angles. Okay, so here we got the... I'm hoping this is enough. Filtration, sodium hydroxide, and lime. 500 with a 400. I made the sodium hydroxide with a threshold of 200, and as well as the lime. So we'll see if that works. I hope lead, or I hope the LTN's not being a jerk. I did check, and over here, when everything calmed down. Now we got some trains on the way. Here we go. Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, see, this is very helpful to name. When you do name your stops, it is helpful. Zinc ore. That was back when I did name stuff way back. Okay, now over here, this is the loader going straight in, and there's some weird things going on. I had to do 2 of these tanks. We have 2 feedback loops for zinc. We'll cover this one first. So the stage 4, this is where the zinc waste comes from. So we get a stage 4 in creosote. So we're cleaning the waste and getting that tailings out of it. But it needs a lot of water too. So then we got to feed that back here. Oh yeah, that's going way back, right over there. So this is stage 4. Wait a minute. Oh, this is the zinc waste, yeah. The stage 4 is going here and up and in. I had to go whoop. This I have to stop to ensure that this stage 4 is consumed first, because it'll block everything, you know. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, I can bump this back. Crap, I didn't see that till now. Let's see. I'm glad I saw that. You know what? I might be okay. because that's an input and it won't take. I think I'll be fine. You know, because it won't take heavy. This is heavy oil. It's not going to bleed through. If it does, I'll move it. You know, I have no problem moving things, especially at the end here. I got a tile. See, I got one little tile here. I can move it to right there. See, so I think I'll be okay because this is input and this is water, so it won't take it. There's no bleed through. And I think it was Angel's Industry Overhaul, or there was some other machine, and I had a problem. Why are you taking so long? Here you are. Okay. Yeah, I had a problem where it did bleed. Oh, it was a Factorio 2 space exploration. You couldn't put the machines together because it bled through, even though it was output or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, you did get contamination, even though it didn't make sense, you know. So I think we'll be okay there. Now, the other feedback loop. So I got water basically coming from the top side here. And then there's the waste. Yeah, here's the waste here. Now there's another feedback loop. Oh, here it is right here. So all these are tied together. These stage 1, 2, and 3 kick out a waste. Now, in order to get this, the inputs for, you know, the train delivery stuff on the same side, because if I flip these, you know, alternated these machines here, the flotation cells, the problem is that the outputs. Oh, I gotta get pressurized air. I'm glad I saw that. The problem is that now I either gotta loop this around the output to the input, or I gotta fiddle around with this crap. And it's easier just to belt, you know, or pipe this stuff directly in. So I decided I had to gap out 2 because it would connect here. I could yeah, these could be pushed in like one tile, but aesthetically I want it this way. And I could use regular pipes, but again, you know, if I wanted like a power pole, you know, and all that. Might get in the way, whatever. So, yeah, I mean, it's fine the way it is. I'm okay with it. Now, the other feedback loop here is this one. Here is this. So we have an output of stage, a zinc overflow. And that comes from here. And this is the stage. Oh, yeah, and then we're getting this purified zinc now. So grease plus the stage 3 plus sodium hydroxide. Oh, there it is. Okay. Aha, there it is. So the zinc overflow gets kicked back here. And that's what we're getting from the final ore processing, the powdered zinc. So we get 50 out of that. Now, this will run all the time. And that will run into the same problem. Even though those 80% valves are supposed to work with pipes and, you know, tanks, I'm assuming. I was like, well, I can't guarantee it's going to work, so I'm going with this system now. So the overflow, the pump is set to 500, and then, you know, basically we get the stage from over here all the way loop back right in. So we want to consume, obviously, this stage first. I'm going to pop these air compressors down, and I'll do max rate, make sure I got enough. All right, here max rate is saying, you know, I need more because it's assuming that these machines are running full time. And in Hell Mod, they are not full machines. Oh, look, it zeroed it. You stupid idiots. Why is it doing that? See, that doesn't make any sense. That's why I'm saying Hell Mod, there's something. Whatever this guy did to this tool. I mean, adding pressurized air, unless I have it in here. I don't think I do, though. See, this makes no sense. Why is it... Look, it's throwing this off here. Why would this throw off Hell Mod completely? That makes no sense. See, it's how is it affecting this crap? That's why I don't understand. There's something weird that... It doesn't make sense that that happens. You should be able to add the air. That's not affecting anything. It's just an input to these processes here. I have no idea. But anyway, the point is, see, these are less than 1. And so max rate is assuming, yeah, oh, you need more. I'll put one in here because I just want to make sure this runs consistently. So let's go ahead and do that again. And yeah, we're good now. See how it's saying, oh, you're down on the stage 2 and all that? Yeah, we know. So, okay. I think that's good. I think I've got everything covered now. So let's go ahead and fire it up. I'll go and bring coke to the steel build to fire up that, to kick that on. And I'll get a build going for the low distillates. I'll showcase it if I do it next episode. You know, we're gonna need this up and running consistently, so I can't rip the old zinc build down until I do that. So I'm gonna go here, and it should be fine. Yeah, that's a loader. Okay, I'll do a little cut here, and I'll be right back. All right, folks, I got the grease. Yes. Now it turns out tin needed low distillates as well, and I didn't have a counter on the low distillates from the coke build, basically. So I had to put a counter on there because tin, just the train came by and sucked it all away. I was like, crap. So it looks like it's bringing more grease, maybe? Yeah, a little more. I have it set to 15K. Hey, you know, that's okay. Once I get that build up and running, low distillates won't be a problem. Plus, we'll get some cool other goodies out of it, too. Okay, so I got some coke in my inventory because I wanted to make sure it ran. And boom! Boom! Let's watch this thing. Well, let's see if I failed at anything. There's so much stuff going on. But let me tell you, this horizontal build is working out so well. I'm really digging it. I'm having a lot of fun. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, I got this set wrong. There we go. Right. There we go. See, always something, man. Oh, 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 oh. I gotta put this coke down here. There we go. I'll pick that up in a minute. Make sure I got all that. It's always something, man. I tell you. There we go. Okay, now. Oh, soil got over here. There we go. So, let's go here. Get rid of... Wait a minute. Oh. I gotta find the soil. Get rid of that. I don't want that in my inventory. Okay, there we go. So muddy sludge is getting kicked out over here. Oh, yeah. So I have a sand belt here. And this is the grade 3. Yeah. And then the coal dust I have doing this. Kind of a cool little double splitter. And then I got the water belt right in the middle. I thought that was kind of fun. Worked out. All right. So now we've got this crud here. It's going to start fiddling down. I'll troubleshoot this off screen as well. All right, there we go. The dust. There's the dust. I probably don't need a stack this around there, but whatever. Oh, cool. Yeah, I love this thing. The grease machine. The jig concentrator. Yeah, I love that graphic. Oh, there we go. All right, okay, there's that. We're getting the what is this called? Pulp stage 1 overflow. Yep. So that's the stage 1 overflow. And boop. And now oh, that one didn't take long to fire up. So this one here is pretty consistent. Now we got this one. And that'll feed this one. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, it's only one machine, so I just direct insert. Now it shakes out the lead. What happened there? Oh, this is taking 5. Oh, wow. Okay. How is this working? Oh, we're getting the waste. Yeah, we're getting the waste. There's grease. Okay. So once we get 5 here, then we'll get our stage 4. But what's weird... Oh, we have it. Here we go. We got it. So we're running this one, and we did it! Yes! There we go. We got it all now. Yeah, this is kind of funny how it's like when... You know, I'd love to do a long arm in here, but I don't know how much this is going to run. I could do a long arm, because it will fit there, like that. So I could do that and get rid of 2, basically an inserter and a couple belt. But yeah, it's okay. Whatever. Here we go. We got it. So this thing is supposed to crank out a bunch here of zinc So I'll see what's hanging up on this thing. 5. Oh, that's right. Yeah, this right here. I got to... Oh, this isn't supposed to be here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to underground this, and I'm using yellow belt because there's a 50% chance for the lead dust. So I'll kick this out here, and then I'll put this right here. I was trying to get it further down, you know, and out of the way, but yeah, I got to get the sand out of here, so I'll have to box that up as well. Maybe I'll box it in. I'll use that box right here. Yeah, instead of moving it, you can go in there. Yeah, let's do that. And I'll use a yellow because it's the same speed as the red input. I'm gonna use it, you know, if it's an exploit. I'm exploiting the game. There we go. And I want to use red belt for now because I don't know how much of this crap I'm gonna have to deal with overall. Now, oh, what is going on here? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I got stage 2 on here. I got a filter. Wait a minute now. Oh. Oh, I didn't know stage 2. Wait a minute. I thought Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, I'm kicking it back to the wrong spot. And this kicks out stage 2. Ah, I gotta fix this. Okay, hold on a minute. And then I just gotta underground it here. And the thing is, I gotta make sure... So this is on the bottom. Okay, yeah, that'll work. That'll work. So I gotta pull this stuff up here again. Yeah, let's get that going. So the issue here is now it'll by side loading it on the top, the inserters will favor that. They'll grab from that side right away. Okay, now okay, now yeah, why are you doing that? Okay, it's weird. Whenever the inserter has something as a grabber, I'm thinking something's wrong. All right, so this stuff is coming down here, and these are full. But why? Okay, now something shut down over here. What's going on here now? So these are all running here, and we're getting the grade 1 to 2. But I'm really confused as to why I'm not getting a huge flow. Although these are probably slower. That's probably why. Yeah, they're a little slower. So these are all running now. Okay, good. Yeah, I screwed up. I didn't realize the other side of the belt was the one I needed. But this is pretty cool. I like this joining. I've never done that before. It's a first. Okay, you're all running, and oh, okay. This is the dust. Now, what? Okay, what's going on now? Ah, look at this. I'm missing a pipe right here. The tailings couldn't get out. And I'm like, what's going on? And it's so hard to see because of the green background and all that. All right, what do we got? 40. Okay, I'm good for now. I don't want to hold up a train. TSM will wait. LTN's a dummy, though. It'll, you know, send a shit ton of trains, and I'll have a backlog of trains just from that. Okay, so it looks like I've got this thing down, and I'm kind of curious what... Yeah, this isn't much lead dust so far, but a lot of sand, a lot of coal dust. Yeah, it's not too bad. It'll build up, though. All right, I'll keep an eye on this thing. Now, I'll work on the low distillates to get a consistent flow, because we're going to need it, obviously, because we have grease, and we're going to need it for, you know, more than one build going forward here. Because at first it was tin, now it's here. And if low distillates craps out, I've got no tin and no zinc now, and that's a big problem. So, glad I saw that when I did. Now the coke, I think the rods, or the graphite, which they look like rods, I think tin gobbles those up, see, right here. Now, when the coke, now, it doesn't always grab from there because I got the shale, pitch. So if it goes to the pitch build, then I'm not gonna have coke being consumed for graphite rods. So I was thinking about, you know what? I might have to do that. I don't know if I mentioned that in an episode or not, but the pitch over here by the tar build, it's over here. So, yeah, instead of doing this here, maybe I should make the graphite rods out of it? But then it's still taking coke, because this can be used anywhere that coke is used. So, yeah, I don't mind pitch being turned into coke. There is a recipe that takes the pitch, though. We were looking at earlier, I think. I don't know if I kept it in or not. But I could take the pitch directly from here. I could make a loader, you know, and then that'll reduce the amount of coke that I'm getting, because I'm taking the pitch from this process here and, you know, processing it over on this side here. So, yeah, well, I'll think about it. But, yeah, pitch is going to be an ingredient eventually, though, is the point. All right, looks like it's running now. 10K, cool. Now, I only need 1.14 machines. So that's fine. So that's good. I like how this worked out, 1-to-1, pretty much. So that's pretty cool. Probably overbuilt. Oh, they're running. 72, 898. Yeah, you know. Well, this one's not going to run as much, so yeah, it's fine. Very cool. Yeah, I could see this being a kind of a beep, beep. Cool. Well, we got zinc. And this was a fun one, too. I really enjoyed it. I'm really enjoying all the ore processing. It's really fun. There's all these unique twists to it, and I really like that. So, anyway, looks like I'll have to... Yeah, another thing I might have to do, maybe next episode I'll present it, but I'll have to put in the sand casting here just to chew this up. I'll see. But I don't know if I can shut the zinc down yet, because I don't have that, and I need the low distillates consistently. So I'll think about it. I'll sleep on it. All right, well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the spin-up of high-grade zinc. Another one down, folks. There we go. I'm really enjoying it. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.